Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your brick molding and your door jamb. As you can see on mine, we've got all this rot, and the same thing on the door jamb here. So I'm going to show you today how we fix it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take this brick molding off. I'm going to take all of it off. Technically, I only have to repair this part right here that's damaged, but I'm going to use some PVC brick molding, and I'll never have to do this again. That way it won't rot. So the first step you're going to do that is take a utility knife. You're just going to score where the caulk was. Makes it a little easier to get it off. And then you do it. We're going to take our crowbar. Gently work our way down. On this door, they actually put any nails in the door frame, so the whole door is moving. It shouldn't do that, but we'll just nail it down later. Okay, so next thing you need to do, I went ahead and secured the door to the frame so it won't move anymore. Then you're just gonna take this weather stripping. It just pulls right out. Sits inside the groove there and just pulls straight back. All right, we're gonna do that on both sides. You can kind of see the groove right there where the weather stripping fits in. All right, and next, we're gonna take the door off the hinges right here. Okay, so we've got the door off. Now we're ready to see how bad the rot is. So we're just gonna kind of press in here, see where the wood's hard, and then we're gonna take a speed square. We're gonna make a line, just to kind of make a straight line above where the, and then we're just gonna take oscillating saw. All right, and then you can do the same thing on the other side. Okay, the next thing we got to do is we take our reciprocating saw with a metal cutting blade, and we're just going to go back behind the jamb here and just cut any nails to loosen it. Cut a little more of this out just to give me a little wiggle room. I just want to make sure I cut below where I've already cut. Okay. So once you cut this part out, now what you kind of do, since it's rotting up here, you got probably 2 screws going into this, so you just can kind of bang it. And then we're going to take our reciprocating saw and just cut these screws out. We'll cut those screws, and then it's gonna look like this side right over here. And that's what you're gonna have. This is the new jamb that we're gonna install in the door. It was $28, and both ends, you kind of see you have a place for the threshold to fit in. So we'll measure, and then we'll just kind of cut a part off here to go on one side, and then we'll cut the other side and do the same thing for the other side of the door. And this is the brick molding that we're going to use. It's a PVC, so it won't rot, and we'll get that cut, and we'll start installing. Okay, here's what I did here. I measured both sides from here to here and from here down to here. They both were actually 7 3/8. But on this other side I've already cut it. I'd cut it a little bit of an angle, so make sure you measure both sides. And then after you measure both sides, of course, mark them. And the way this board is cut, it's kind of hard to see. Here's the angle. You got a little step up here, you got a little cutout for your threshold. So I like to line up my boards that I cut out just to make sure, just to make sure that I got the right side, and I'm cutting it the way I want to cut it. And because what you do is you cut one end off that for one side, and then you use the other end for the other side. And then I just kind of like to line up my pieces and make sure they line up to what I measured. And looks like they do. Yeah, you may not be able to do this. Yours may be so rotted out right here that you may not be able to really get a good measurement off your boards. But if you can, it kind of just helps you make sure that you're making your cut right. All right, we got the piece cut. What we're gonna try to do is slide it in here. We'll make sure, let's see, take your mallet, you have to. What we'll make sure is this line right here where the weather stripping lines up. So we'll go to secure it, we'll make sure that lines up. But that's basically it. Good tight fit, flush on the outside. And then we're just gonna put some nails in here. We'll put some wood behind it to give it something secure to. And that's what it's gonna look like. Secure this piece and this piece to the 2x4 behind it here. But instead of just driving nails, we're gonna pre-drill 2 holes for each one. And that just keeps us from splitting the wood when we drive the nails. We've went ahead and reinstalled the door. We put the weather stripping back around. We've cut all the brick molding 45-degree angles, and you can kind of see what we got. Just kind of puts it back up here, fit it together. I've already drilled the holes. Make sure everything fits tonight. It's up against the siding, and now all we're going to do is just kind of go down with the brick molding, drill holes, hammer it down. You just want to make sure you, as you go down, kind of push it up against the siding to help seal it. And that's it. And then we'll be done, and we'll paint it, and we'll see what we got. I'm going to run a bead of caulk between the brick molding and the jamb we just installed. All right, we just finished the project. We finished caulking it, and we painted everything. This project cost me about $150. You could probably do it for around $100. It cost me a little more because I replaced all the brick molding. All you really have to do is just cut out the rotten part and just replace that, but I went ahead and replaced all of it. I don't have to replace it again, so it cost me a little extra there. Other than that, it wasn't a hard project. I'll try to leave a list of the tools and materials I used in the description. If this helped you out, please like and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any comments, feel free to leave them below, or questions, and I'll try to reply back to you. But y'all have fun just trying.